for Tito!
Wow, what a good crowd. Give it up. Give yourself a round of applause, please. It's great to be here. It's a fantastic club. I have a bit of a confession to make. I really love watching Russian porn. And it's caused me a bit of conflict. I think it might be a problem. And lately, I've been watching far too much news. Ironically, in both the porn and the news, it's all Russians taking it up the ass. I'm going to need more lotion for World War III. I'm just setting the temperature. I'm a bit of a comedy newbie. I just passed a milestone in my comedy career. I just did my 10th show ever. Thank you very much. The other comedians tell me the first 10 times are the most painful, much like anal. Take it from me, I would know. Hashtag power bottom. There's a lot of controversy lately. They try to cancel Joe Rogan. They try to cancel Dave Chappelle. Hell, they just try to kill Dave Chappelle. Did you guys catch his last Netflix special? Yeah. It was really controversial. There was protests in Netflix, and it got me thinking, what do you call a father that identifies as a mother? Transparent. What do you call it when those parents get a little busy? Transaction. I thought I'd start out my set early on with a transphobic dad joke, or trans mom joke. As you can probably tell by my accent, I'm American, AF. Thank you. I'm from a part of America called Appalachia. Have you heard of it? No? It's beautiful, but very troubled, just like me. I'm from a part called the Blue Ridge Mountains, like the song Country Roads. You guys know that song? Yes. Can we sing that together? You sing it with me? All right, here we go. Country roads overdone, poverty, racism. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. I don't know if I can go back after I tell that joke, but it's always going to be my home. And it's true. I do identify as an Appalachian American, and I want to let everyone know up front, my preferred pronoun is y'all. Is there anybody here on a date tonight? I need some help with the word. This guy told me the Dutch word for dating, I think it's the same like the English word courting, right? Courting? Is that right? No? Does anybody know what courting means in Dutch? No Dutch speakers in here? What is it? Discount? Oh my God, that dude was pulling my leg, man. But if you think about it, it makes sense. Dutch dudes did fool women into paying for their own dates. That's pimpology, man. I need to take a few classes. I went out on a first date recently with this lady, and she was real nice. But she kept going on and on about how all the problems in the world are due to men. I could relate with that. I could empathize. I know a lot of dirtbag men. I know myself. But it started bothering me, and I couldn't help it. I shouted out. I said, "Bitch! Who made these dudes?" Needless to say, that went great. We're currently looking at moving in together. We got some things in common. She hates men, and I hate myself. It's a start. It's a foundation. She's into some interesting things. She's into CBT, which I'm hoping is cognitive behavioral therapy and not cock and ball torture. I am into personal growth and development, but I do have my limits and boundaries, so hashtag pray for Tito. The world's had a lot of problems in the last few years. The Netherlands has had its fair share. The Netherlands lost an advocate for free speech and a voice against crime and corruption in Peter de Vries. Peter was 64 when he died. And I wonder if he got both his vaccinations. Him being a responsible citizen, I imagine he did indeed. As he got his second vaccination, I wonder if he thought to himself, man, I am so glad to be done with getting shots. Any hip-hop fans? Hip-hop fans? I'm a big hip-hop fan. 50 Cent famously got shot 9 times and lived, right? Happy ending. Well, Peter got shot 5 times and lived. What's that make Peter, like 27.78 cents? It's not a bad price for a Dutch vegetable. No, I wrote that joke months ago. There's no way I could have expected that vegetable not to have expired by now. All right, I'd like to take a moment and address the giant elephant in the room. Russia. Boo. See, I think it's important for us to understand the history of how we got to where we are today. There's an often overlooked story I would like to share with y'all. I was living in England in 2018, not far from where this took place, so this hits rather close to home for me. There was an ex-Russian spy living in a town called Salisbury, England. Both he and his daughter became victims of nerve agent poisoning. The nerve agent was identified as A234. It's a very creative name. This nerve agent only comes from one source in the entire world. Can you guess where? Russia. How does Russian nerve agent end up in Salisbury, England? Turns out there were 2 Russian agents named Igor and Igor that put it on the door handle of their car. And it's easy to see the Igors as monsters. However, I prefer to see the human side, see it from their perspective. We've all flown internationally, right? It can be exhausting. It can be very stressful. Now imagine a whole day flying itinerary with deadly nerve agent up your butt. That's what I call nervous. People want to complain about anxiety. That's real anxiety. The flight attendant comes through and says, beef or chicken? The Igors say, fucking neither. I can take no chances with explosive diarrhea. The Igors had a shitty day. I think we should remember that. That's my time. I'm Tito Leibowitz. Please tip your waiter and don't do heroin.
That was Tito. Lots of anal jokes. Yeah. But